Good morning. That is State Route 30 behind me. It is a very busy road. I stayed about 3/4 of a mile down the road at Through It All Hostels. It is actually Through It All Ministries that has a hostel, and I am so glad it was there. I was going to tent, and about time I pulled in, or I should say, about time I walked in, the bottom just unleashed. Lightning, a lot of rain. Wouldn't have even had time to set my tent up if I wanted to tent on their property. So everything just kind of worked out the way it was supposed to. Definitely tender on my right ankle today. Not really sure what's going on with it, but it is uncomfortable. I'm really hoping that I can make it to Pine Grove Furnace today, but I'm not sure. That is the goal. Everybody says that this is pretty easy hiking once you get in here and get up this first climb. I am currently heading into, behind me there, that is Caledonia State Park. I do have a bell out at around 11 miles if my ankles just bother me too much, and basically that would be me coming back to the church and staying there another night. That is not what I want to do, but I may have to. Kind of hoping that this loosens up a bit. There's no swelling, it's just pain. I did ice it down real good. Put some compression on it, a lot of ibuprofen, and rested most of the evening. So we'll see. But Pine Grove Furnace is the destination, and unfortunately that's like 20 miles away. I'm hoping that what everybody's saying is accurate. Once I get this climb out of the way, it's just real easy walking. I've heard there's a few patches of rocks, but there's also a lot of stretches of just like walking in the city park. We shall see. They even tell you where your next water sources are, because some of those water sources around here you wouldn't want to drink out of. But this really is a beautiful park. This is Caledonia State Park. If you are a thru hiker and you want to camp here, you do have to sign in, and I'm not sure what it costs. But the AT goes right across that bridge. You do have picnic tables and a little pavilion over here if you really want to just sit down and eat, take a break, and then push on to the next shelter, because the next shelter outside of town here, or out of the park, it's actually a really nice shelter. I was told that it was just a stroll in the park once you get your big climb out of the way, and so far it has been. So this is the shelter I was going to try and make it to last night. And it just didn't happen. But this place, this is what all shelters should be like. The Little water source is dry right now, but there is another one. And there are tenting areas all back down in here. Scenery has changed again. And I did hear thunder off in the distance, so I don't know where this clear weather is that we're supposed to be having. I also have to look at changing my plans a bit. My ankle is really bothering me. I've actually had a couple times where I've had enough of a pain, just kind of strikes out of nowhere. It brings me to a complete stop. I looked down earlier, I was doing like 1.8 miles an hour, and that's pretty much a crawl for me. And yeah, something's not right. I have strained something, or aggravated a tendon, not sure what. I mean, I have a little bit of time to work with. I doubt that I make Pine Grove Furnace today. The only time frame I actually have is I just have to be in Bowling Springs while the post office is open. That's it. And the biggest part of this that sucks is we're supposed to have really good weather for the next few days. And I hate not being able to get miles when we have good weather. Man. What to do. I'm trying to get to the shelter, and hopefully I have cell service. If not, I'm gonna have to get my Garmin out. But I just kind of want to see what my options are tomorrow, the day after. I know that if I get off early today, that would give me all afternoon to ice my ankle. I could take a 0 tomorrow. That would also give me another day of rest to ice everything down. I can even wrap it, kind of mobilize it. I know the church is doing a hiker feed on Wednesday, so that's not such a bad thing to miss. And that would give me Thursday and Friday to get into Bowling Springs. And depending on where and how I feel when I would get back on the trail Thursday, that would leave me roughly 36 miles to Bowling Springs, thereabout. I might break that down into I don't know, like is that right, 30? Yeah, I think 36, 37 miles, something like that. Break that down to like 2 18-mile days. The only problem is then what happens if I can't do those 18? Because today was supposed to be just shy of 20, which by the time I made it to the actual general store and settled in for the evening, I would be over 20. But trail miles is going to be like 19.5, I think it was. But I just don't see that happening, because currently I'm sitting at 11 miles and I'm struggling with these uphills. Downhill's not so bad. And what really makes for a long day is every time you step, you have this pain. It really drags the hours out.